The NOVIPRO IT Break, 15 entertaining minutes with our experts on hot topics. They're designed to help you keep up to date on the latest IT trends. Welcome to this IT Break, edition 35. My name is Pierre Tocci. I'm your host for today's IT Break. And today we will be discussing IRP, you've been hacked, and now what? Today our conversation is with my colleague Roger Ouellet, who is the director of our security practice at NOVIPRO. So Roger, we've been hacked. What do we do now?
I start crying now. Yeah, well, thanks for the presentation, Pierre. There's different steps to do. If you look at the NIST framework, they will put when you talk about an incident, there's 4 steps. You need to prepare yourself. There's a lot of steps in there. We'll go through that in a minute. But once you've prepared your stuff, now you have to detect, you got to analyze, you got to do the containment because, well, you don't want that thing to spread all over the place. So, and eradicate and recover.
So is this what we would call the IRP, Incident Response Plan?
That's exactly it. Exactly it. And the last step is always, well, the post-incident, what lesson learned, what happened, how do we better ourselves, make it better. So first step, naturally, from anything is preparation. You got to prepare yourself. And when you talk about the preparation, it's, first of all, you need a business statement. Because the business has to be involved. As any security a proposal and any security thing you want to establish in a business, it has to be supported by the high-level business.
I'll throw you a question, Roger. When you say prepare yourself, are you saying that we should always be prepared to be hacked? Or if it happens, you need to be prepared if it happens? Which one do you mean?
Both of them.
Both actually, of them. So expect the unexpected.
Yeah, you will be hacked. It's not a matter of, are you guys, is this going to happen? It will happen.
Okay.
There's a million people out there and robots and computers that are just there. They're programmed to act, and you're there and you're trying to make it to save your life. So, yeah, it will happen. You need to be prepared. What do you do?
Okay.
First off, the preparation, you need, like I said, statement from the business. Why are we doing this? What do we want to protect? What's the business statement in this thing? And then one of the important part is it sounds stupid, but what's an incident? What do you prepare against? Because I can prepare myself to protect, one PC in the corner there. I want to make sure that if that one there needs to work, that one there can't be down. I got to prepare. I got to make sure that thing stays up. But maybe I just don't care. Maybe the website, if we have a DDoS on this, maybe that's an incident you need to react to because, hey, you're transactional.
But
your business is.
If I'm a business people, how do I know what is this that I need to prepare for?
This is where you have.
I would tell you prepare against everything. I don't want to be down. I could tell you that.
You can tell me that. Does it make sense? That's where.
Good question.
Okay, tell me. No, the thing is, usually when we do an IRP like this, a disaster recovery, it's not a disaster recovery, but an incident response. You need to have, usually you'll have a risk assessment and business impact done before. You know what your business relies on. So if you rely on your business relies on that transactional website, well, you need to prepare if something happened to it. What do you do? First, you make sure that you have the countermeasure to protect yourself, but something will happen. What do you do? And then if it's a crypto where it's your data, is stolen data, what do you do? So you need to declare what are incidents that you need to protect yourself. The business impact, the risk assessment will help you dictate what you need to protect. It's going to dictate what needs to be protected, and usually when we do these things, we'll recommend countermeasure or elements to protect yourself. But then, okay, something happened. What do we do? So establish what are incidents. That's a because you can't go after everything. There's things where it's not the same level of importance for the business. So you need to make sure that you focus on the right things. So once you establish this, yeah,
How do I determine what it is I need to focus on?
that part of the risk assessment and impact analysis. So
So
if my
what? So protect against what hurts me the most.
yeah, what's most important in your business? Maybe it's maybe you've got those brevet. How do you say this? The
The patents.
patents. Maybe your patents are on your file servers. Well, maybe you need to protect that. That's your business.
Yeah.
Your special ingredient in your spaghetti sauce. Hey, it's your special. It needs to be protected. If that goes out, that's stolen. What do you do? And from there, once you've established what you need to react to, what's an incident, who's involved? Who is in the business going to be involved in this thing? Who's doing what? Uh, uh, who's responsible of what? And the different level of authority. Who decide? For example, let us say that you the new law that Quebec is proposing for the data privacy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, some data goes out. Who decide that okay we need to go public? Who takes the who calls? Who makes what? So you need to have plan that part. That's important because you don't want anybody start jumping on the phone call and calling everybody. You need to control the message, but that message needs to go out to wherever it might be legal. Because when there's something happen like this, you've got insurance, probably do cyber insurance. They
Mm-hmm.
will ask you for information. Did you do the proper thing? Did you protect yourself? What happened? How did it happen? When you do the forensic. So how do you do the forensic? How do you save your data? Because in some case, you'll need to back up your data before you start doing something because their insurance will want to look into it. So you need to plan these things. And again, even if you said that the you've set up what is an incident, but some incident or will have priority over others. So you need to prioritize some different type of event, and you need training. You need your people to be trained. Everybody that you've put in as involved in the team, you give them roles, you give them things to do. They need to be trained. So you need to train those people. You need the communication plan. So when we do a disaster recovery plan, uh, you have a communication plan to do. If somebody's you got a fire or a fire drill in your office, everybody goes out to that corner in the street, go there. So in the incident response plan, it's the same thing. You've got a plan. You've established who does what, who talks to who, what data needs to be collected, all or forms template to be filled, because everything needs to be documented. Because everything that you do, everything you discover, you will document because guess what? You need to learn from it. Maybe the police will need it, and probably the insurance company is going to need it. So all these things you need to be to have them.
So what you're saying, Roger, is that from since maybe a year or 2 years, you would know likelihood that we have a cyber security incident that puts the business down is very likely.
Well, I
If it
mean, we
has not happened, it will happen.
yeah,
Therefore, it's not just having an insurance policy, it's to making sure that we're prepared for crisis and know what to do with the crisis when it happens.
pretty much. Yep, yep, exactly. I've got customers. They're you know the average, if you go to the statistic, it's 1 week, it's about less than 20% of the business that's going to be up within a week. 2 to 4 weeks is about another 50%, and over 4 weeks is 25%. I got customers that have been act like it's been over 2 months. They're still working on it. Yeah. And the thing is, today, what happens is, if you customers, you do the forensic, and you find out that they actually been breached like 8 months ago. 8 months ago. So during 8 months, the hackers or the people who were doing this thing were listening for 8 months, finding out whatever's happening on the network, where's the data, what actually needs to be done to put that company down.
Yeah.
So that forensic, that you need the tools, you need to be able to get there. And one of the things, the preparation that you have to put in is, what's my toolbox? I need a toolbox to respond to event. All my system is down. Okay, my tools are where? Oh, it's on my server. My server's down. Oh okay. So I need my toolbox. It might include a laptop that's off network that has all the tools. But you need to prepare. If you don't have it, what do you do?
You're telling us that we need to prepare. Okay. Can we test? Can we see what happens? Can we see if it's good? Can we? How? What's the next step?
Well, it's in part of the preparation. The preparation will have like I said, there was a training part, so you need to train people. So, like the 4 step that I was mentioning, you got prepare, you've got the analysis and response, you'll have the analysis response, and you'll have the remediation, isolation, and recovery. Last step is lesson learned. So you do test, you do simulate attacks, and most of the time when you do these things, you don't tell people. You simulate an attack. People don't know. They're responding like it's a real attack.
Okay.
You document everything. After the event, after you've done this thing, okay, you tell, okay, guys, cool down, good. We've done. It was a fake. It is a fake one, and now everybody want to kill you. But eventually they'll come down and says, okay, how did we do? So you do, after that, you will go through a report. Okay, this is what we did good. This is what we messed up. This is, we could ameliorate that part. That was not too bad. And now we need to adapt maybe the toolbox, maybe the reaction, maybe the workflow was all right. But one thing is very, very important in that thing, the KISS principle. It needs to be very simple. It can't be
simple.
Yeah, stupid. Yeah. Don't forget that one. No, actually, the thing is, if you make it too complicated, where you need to start, okay, I'll read those 10 pages to figure out what's my next step. During those reading, other things are happening. You're not doing anything. You're not getting anywhere. So it needs to be factual. I'm doing this. Very simple, not to be complicated. But again, the preparation is one thing. Then how do you detect? How do you analyze? That's another big step that once you've established what's an incident, if you don't have tools in place, you have nothing to detect. When we do the risk and assessment and the business impact, we'll tell you, okay, you're lacking this tools or this or what to be able to detect something. Because if I'm saying the most important to you is your data or data leak or stolen data, if you have no tools to detect that, well, you can have all the preparation in the world you want. You'll find out whenever it shows up on the internet.
Well, that will be a topic of or one of our next conversation, Roger. Part of your plan. It happens. We've prepared. What do we do next? So, thank you very much, Roger, for this IT break. That was very interesting. To remind everyone today that today's topic is on our hub of content at hub.novipro.com. Please follow us. There's massive information on our hub. And again, thank you for joining us today. Thank you, Roger, for your smarts about security in today's topic.
Thank you, Pierre.
And hopefully you'll join us again in our next IT breaks. Thank you again. You want access to a range of cutting-edge information? Go to our online content area at hub.novipro.com.